Hello everyone, welcome back to Miltech channel. F-16 Fighting Falcon, the story of the legendary Viper. The General Dynamics F-16 Fighting Falcon, known affectionately as the Viper, is not just a fighter aircraft. It's a legend in aviation history. Born from dogfight theories and Cold War tensions, this American multirole jet has been the backbone of air forces across the globe for nearly 5 decades. With over 4,600 units produced and continuously modernized, the F-16's legacy stands as a testament to the perfect blend of agility, affordability, adaptability, and firepower. Origins of a fighter, where theory meets combat. The 1960s were a defining period for modern air combat. In the Vietnam War, the U.S. Air Force learned a hard lesson. Speed and missiles weren't everything. Close-range engagements were still the norm, and the heavy, missile-centric aircraft of the era struggled in dogfights. Enter Colonel John Boyd, a maverick USAF officer and tactical genius. Along with defense analyst Thomas Christie, Boyd developed the energy maneuverability theory, which emphasized the importance of agility, thrust-to-weight ratio, and lightweight designs. These ideas directly clashed with the prevailing mindset that bigger and more complex was better. Boyd and a group of like-minded visionaries, later dubbed the Fighter Mafia, pushed for a new class of fighter, one that prioritized maneuverability over range and complexity. Their efforts birthed the lightweight fighter, LWF, program in 1971, which would change aerial combat forever. From LWF to F-16, a revolution takes flight. Out of the LWF competition emerged 2 prototypes, the General Dynamics YF-16 and the Northrop YF-17. After a fierce fly-off, the YF-16 was chosen in 1975 for its superior performance, cost efficiency, and ease of maintenance. Thus, the F-16 Fighting Falcon was born. Initially designed for air superiority, it quickly evolved into an all-weather multirole fighter, capable of carrying out precision strikes, electronic warfare, and close air support, all while retaining its edge in a dogfight. When General Dynamics sold its aircraft division to Lockheed in 1993, later Lockheed Martin, the F-16 project continued without missing a beat, adapting through numerous block upgrades to remain cutting edge. Variants and evolution. The many faces of the Falcon. One of the reasons the F-16 is still relevant today is its modular design and upgradability. Let's dive into the key variants that define the platform's growth. F-16, A/B, the Trailblazers, radar, and /APG-66, engine, Pratt & Whitney F100 PW200, thrust, 14,670 off dry, 23,830 off with afterburner. The A, single seat, and B, 2-seat, models formed the foundation. Early blocks, Block 1/5/10, had minimal differences. A key visual was the black painted nose, later changed to gray to avoid easy visual ID. Over time, these were upgraded into Block 10 standards, including drainage solutions and refined construction methods like aluminum fastenings instead of glue due to a titanium shortage. Block 15 and OTU, the true workhorse. Enhancements, larger stabilizers, new radar, chin hardpoints, upgraded communications, OCU additions, digital engine controls, AIM-120, AGM-119, improved avionics. Block 15 became the most widely produced F-16 variant, with nearly 1,000 units built. Operational capability upgrade, OTU. Models made them viable long-term assets, even decades later. Many of these jets remain active, thanks to the Falcon STAR and enhanced midlife upgrade, EMLU, programs, notably implemented in Indonesia. Block 20, Taiwan's leap forward, tailored for Taiwan. The Block 20 incorporated features from later C/D models, including the ability to fire anti-ship and anti-radiation missiles. Its processing power was a staggering 740x greater than earlier models, proof of the F-16's technological leap. F-16C/D, the Viper's maturity. Introduced in the 1980s, the C, single-seat, and D, two-seat, variants were fitted with /AP68 radar, upgraded fire control systems, newer engines, GE or P and LA options. Block 25 began the line with improved night capabilities. Block 30 seconds saw the introduction of the General Electric F-110 engine alongside the original Pratt & Whitney. This block also added AGM-88 HARM and AIM-120 capability. Block 40 seconds introduced LANTIR pods for low-level night ops and reinforced landing gear. Then came Block 50 seconds, which boosted navigation reliability, engine power, and integrated all-weather targeting capabilities. Block 50 seconds plus, fuel for the fight. New features, conformal fuel tanks, CFTs, dorsal spine avionics, joint helmet-mounted queuing system, JHMCs. This variant enhanced endurance and situational awareness, critical for modern warfare. Israel's F-16 ISUFA is a customized version of the Block 52, incorporating indigenous Israeli avionics and weaponry. F-16E/F Block 60, born for the desert, developed for the United Arab Emirates. This ultra-modern variant introduced /APG-80 AESA radar, GE F-110 GE-132 engine, 32,500 off. Infrared search and track, IRST, system, advanced ECM, and avionics. The Block 60 turned the Viper into a mini-strike platform with unmatched versatility, especially suited for hot desert climates and long-range missions. F-16V Block 70 seconds. The Digital Viper. The newest generation of Viper, known as the F-16V, debuted at the 2012 Singapore Air Show. Key upgrades include /APG-83 AESA radar, modern mission computer and EW suite, automatic ground collision avoidance system, auto GCAS, glass cockpit and digital displays. This version bridges the gap between 4th and 5th generation fighters and is offered both as a new build or retrofit package. Nations like Taiwan, Greece, Bahrain, Slovakia, and Turkey have embraced it. Global operator, global impact. The F-16 flies under the flags of more than 25 nations, with combat records in the Gulf War, the Balkans, Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, and Syria. From NATO missions to joint exercises in Asia, the F-16 continues to serve with reliability and distinction. Lockheed Martin's strategy of co-production and international upgrades has ensured that the F-16 remains affordable and accessible, making it the fighter of choice for countries seeking a capable yet cost-effective jet. The legacy of the Viper. The F-16 Fighting Falcon is more than just a fighter jet. It's a symbol of innovation, shaped by combat experience, theory-driven design, and decades of operational refinement. From the dusty runways of the Middle East to the icy skies over Europe, it continues to prove its worth, even as stealth and 5th-gen fighters emerge. Though no longer purchased by the USAF as new builds, the F-16's life is far from over. With Block 70 seconds and future upgrade paths, this bird will continue to fly well into the 2030s and beyond. Final thoughts. From Boyd's theory to battlefield supremacy, the F-16 Fighting Falcon has been a game-changer for nearly half a century. Agile, lethal, and endlessly upgradable, it's the embodiment of what a true multi-role fighter should be. Whether it's screaming through afterburner climbs, locking targets with helmet sight technology, or conducting precision strikes under cover of night, the Viper remains a king of the skies. and an engineering marvel whose legacy is still being written.